Alright, so let me guess. You don't really find any Roblox games that are fun, and you don't really find anything on the front page worth joining. Either way, you're not going to be finding anything to entertain yourself with if you specifically type good Roblox games into the search bar. And I thought, hey, wouldn't it be nice if someone made a list of stuff on Roblox I could do? Wait. And that's how this was made. Alright, here's the 6 underrated Roblox games you've been waiting for. Let's do it. RGD is a roguelike where you use swords and use classes with abilities. You can get these classes from the shop, or after beating normal mode, you can do crown challenges where you get crowns to unlock more interesting classes. Another thing after beating normal mode is that you unlock ascensions, which make the game harder, and they go up to 15. Each ascension makes the game harder in a different way, and there's a class exclusive to people who have beat Ascension 15 you could get. You should definitely play it if you never have seen or tried it. If you want to know more about RGD's worlds, you can keep watching, but if you want to move on, you can skip to here. Sandy Canyon is the starting world of the game, and here's where people start to learn the basics of sword fighting. You see these in the bottom left corner? These are your abilities, and they can be used to help you in different ways. Every room change, or every time you defeat the droids in a room, one charge is added to that. For Brawler, his abilities focus on strength gain and healing. You will get more classes with interesting abilities the more you play this, and the farther you get into the game, the more points you get to spend in the shop after you unalive. Mount Whirl is another easy world that introduces more annoying droids, like Hunter Droid and Ghost Droids. Some worlds have droids only in their world, like Tornado Droids and Burner Droids in Violent Volcano. By the way, Hunter Droid hats do not do damage, so use that to your advantage. Lush Canopy is a world focused on berries and brewing potions. You can collect recipes from whiteboards in laboratories, and potions are the niche for some classes. Also modifiers, I forgot to tell you that they exist. Modifiers are random and they can be good for you, like wealthy droids or slow droids, or they can be bad, like explosive droids. Also, you can't jump in water that does 40 damage, so be careful on those swinging bridges. Violent Volcano is where the game gets a little harder. Lava blocks take away a solid 50 health away from you if you ever touch it. You can bring a cinnamon sword to cool lava to help with Violent Volcano, and it can help with later worlds, so it is recommended. Circle around the burner droid, by the way, and don't underestimate the pyre droid. Elemental Heights is where the cryo droid is introduced, and it can spawn icicles above you, so zoom out a little to see them. You should also save circuits and buy a blaster because those things refill by themselves and help in the long run. A quick note on Zero droids, don't underestimate them and just circle around the room. Arctic Hills is a world with a lot of water, so we better watch out for that. Other than that, it's okay other than the Arctic droids nearly wiping out my run. Crystalline Caves. Crystalline Caves is the first world where it is nighttime. Crystals are things that have droids connected to them with a wire and give them a force field. Spells don't pierce force fields, so you can't try to use one unless you got the crystal already. Keep in mind that the blue crystals lock their movement to left and right only, but the purple crystals give them freedom to move wherever in their wire's reach, so they can move back. You should get a blaster or bow for this world because the crystals are sometimes hard to reach. Metropolis. Metropolis is a world that is also dark. It doesn't have any hazards, but it does have an annoying and absurd amount of projectiles being thrown at you with sentry guns and rapid fire gunners and mega gunners. You should get better walk speed to get closer to the rapid droids fast. Atomic Factory is the world that has the final shop, where you can buy 2 healing items and 2 room wiping items. Be really careful to not step into the acid. Reactor droids are always leaking acid, so you need to circle a long way around or create some other path that lets you deal with the acid spills. Also, the acid makes droids radioactive, which makes them stronger. That's kind of bad. A lot of acid. Acid. Droid headquarters is a timed level, unless you have a way of jumping over or getting past the lasers. You can also wedge your blaster through the lasers to get past some rooms before you need to trigger the lasers, and make sure you don't spend too much health rushing the 2 minutes you have, because you still need that for the boss. This is probably the hardest world in RGD, so you need to be prepared. No need to collect circuits because there are no shops after this. The darkness is a world that can happen on any world, and it is triggered by patting the friendly droid at shops on the head with a sword 3 times. Then this happens. The best world to trigger darkness is the crystalline caves, because the crystals reject the droids for some reason. I don't know why. Ours does not look like a regular Roblox game, even on its lowest settings of graphics. So ours has 15 unlockable characters you get by playing or finding out how to get them in-game. Each host has their own unique abilities, and you can also control time with things called tempos, which can stop, skip, go back, or speed up time, so you can try it to mix different hosts and tempos together. Every time before you enter a new stage, you get to pick an upgrade so that your host becomes stronger, and these upgrades can also change the way you would play with your chosen host. So basically you have to go through 3 stages each with a boss at the end of them, and then the final stage, which most of you will probably get stuck on. Enjoy it. This game is great for relaxing or try-harding on, and if you can, buy the Game Pass to support the developers and unlock way more parts of the game with it. If you're watching this pretty recently, then you should go right now and play DVN, because the final update just came out at the time I'm recording this. With that out of the way, let's get started on what this is. Okay, I'm reading this off the description. Dummies vs. Noobs is a wave-based cooperative shooter that puts you in a squad of 8 against a seemingly endless horde of noobs that utilize modern and near-future weaponry. Adapt your weapons, fine-tune your tactics, and stay alive to see the end of the line. They could have just said that you have to fight noobs. I decided to not use B-roll footage because my laptop didn't really capture how good the graphics were. So Deviant has 6 kits: Medic, Scout, Engineer, Assault, Recon, and Specialist. Each kit has their own strengths, so you should try them all. Okay, there's also 4 game modes. Siege, which is the regular. Mastermind, where one of you is chosen to command the noobs. And Attrition, where you have to protect your main base and high priority substations that might cost the game if you forget to protect some. Epilogue is an objective based game mode, and you have to get through 3 waves with different stages. That's all I wanted to talk about though.